We're in Cadogan Hall in central London for another Intelligence Squared debate for BBC TV. So we started at 8 AM this morning, bringing in all the equipment, a whole truck full of lighting equipment, all the audio, sound and vision equipment. There's an awful lot of kit to bring in, and it's flight case after case after case. Give you an idea how big this production is. Just in this auditorium alone, for this particular debate, we brought in an extra 65 lights, and I've got a team of 30 people doing the lighting, the sound and the vision. It's massive.
Well, Intelligence Squared debates have now been on BBC World for about 3 years. By and large, we get a huge response. We did one last year on the Catholic Church, who's a force for good in the world, and I think there have been well over 1 million hits now on various websites online, and I still get emails every day saying, you know, have you seen Christopher Hitchens, have you seen Stephen Fry? So they're a very, very successful format. Based on the original Oxford Union format, it seems to be a smash hit.
We've always got stuff to deal with, no matter where we record or what time of day or anything. Today in particular has thrown us a bit of a curveball because the London Underground, the major public transportation system here in London, the workers have gone on strike today. So that meant that a lot of our team couldn't travel in on time this morning, so we started late. At 8 o'clock this morning, we were already running behind schedule, but I'm probably most concerned about the audience actually coming to the venue. We've got room for, I think, approaching 800 people here. Often for these events, we rely on 5% no-show. I don't know what impact the tube strike is going to have. It could be as many as 25%, which then presents me with an issue, because if the auditorium looks empty, then that can distract the viewer at home from the actual debate and the motion. We started behind schedule today anyway because of the tube strike. This time of the day, we should be a little further ahead. We're not too far off schedule, but you know what? It's not until about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock before I can tell you whether we're behind schedule. It just suddenly happens. Trail, we'll have Zainab here ending up through a Steadicam.
One trail?
One trail, maybe if
I arrived probably 20 minutes ago and things are very well in hand. It's been very well organised by Richard. The lighting's been started, setting of the scenery has been started, and most of the technical rig is in place. Biggest worries that I ever have are that the right technical equipment has been ordered. Are there enough cameras? Is the lighting going to do the job? Are things in the right place at the right time?
Well, we've got the lights in position, they're gelled up, they're pointing in roughly the right direction. No, possibly. I've got 7 of us on the lighting crew, and we've been rigging since 8 o'clock, and not going too badly really, I think, for the time of day. Planning on all particular events is really key. I have a lighting plot which I draw up before the event, which is quite specific in terms of where the lights go and what lights I need, what colours I'm going to use. Today it's much more pastel, it's pink and purple, pink and lilac. Probably in about half an hour's time we'll take the house lights out and we'll be focusing the lights for the programme.
So I'm just sorting out the menus for everyone's lunch. It's very important for the crew today because we're here a very long time. So make sure they're fed and watered. If we hope to get out for 11 o'clock, then we have to keep our energy levels up. There's teas, coffees and drinks all day long with some fruit. We try to keep them healthy, although they'd much rather have chocolate, but we're not going to let them have it.
It's 3 o'clock, we should be starting our camera rehearsal now. That's 2 hours when we have a protected time to rehearse camera shots, make sure everything is working well together and the team is gelling and getting a good end product. Unfortunately, we're not quite there. We're a bit behind because we started late because of the transport issues. We've only just got the set up now and we're still working on the desk at the moment.
These backlights need to be a bit...
We're probably an hour behind at the moment, but I don't doubt that we'll pick it up. We've got flexibility in the schedule, and I've got a fantastic team with me.
We have quite a number of crew. On the sound side of things, there are 3 people working for me. We have to set out microphones on the desk, and because we are recording as live, we need standbys. Because if the microphones die halfway through, we need to immediately, as we do in live television, go straight to the standby. We have 1 microphone per guest, and the presenter is on a radio microphone, but she also will have a desk mic. There is a lectern, there will be a main microphone on that and a standby microphone, and we also have standbys on the main desk. We're all scheduled to arrive this morning at 8 o'clock. We should be recording at 7:45 this evening. So it's about 12 hours to get ready. We very often find that we're only ready just in time. It happens.
The floor manager is the director's eyes and ears on the studio floor, on the location, responsible for safety, security and the smooth running of the programme. Everyone's where they should be at the correct time and that it all works. At the moment we're just about to start the camera rehearsal where the director will look at the shots and check that he's happy with it. I'll sit in as each guest and the chairman and just see that everything is where it should be, the cameras are where they should be, the set is where it should be.
We have 5 cameras on this production, including Steadicam, which is an amazing piece of kit which balances the camera so that you get a perfectly still image even though the camera is moving around. So we actually get more of a feeling of the size of this enormous great venue.
So we'll assume that we start the show, well, in chronological order. We'll do the trail first at about 5:30, I believe.
5:30 would be fantastic for trail.
Okay, and
So that we will break for tea at 5:45.
What we're trying to do at the moment is to make the most of the rehearsal time in a show where essentially the show isn't scripted. The beginning and the end are scripted, the rest is free form. So we have to try to make judgments on how we cover pretty well any eventuality. The show will have a form, an agreed format, but there are things that can happen that we need to cover, and so we need to devise ways of doing that. We need to see every potential eventuality. It's
getting near to showtime now. It's about an hour to go. Blood is starting pumping now because we've got that deadline coming up. We've just completed our camera rehearsal, a bit rushed, went very well. Zainab Badawi, the presenter, has just arrived, just getting her makeup. We're about to record our trail. The trail is very important. It's 18 seconds where we promote the programme, which gets injected into the BBC TV schedule throughout the week preceding the programme. So it's how we effectively get our viewers. We remind them what we're doing.
Sex, bugs and videotapes. The private lives of public figures deserve more protection from the press. That's what we're debating here in central London. Where does your vote lie, and can our panellists change your mind? That's our Intelligence Squared debate with me, Zainab Badawi, here on BBC World News. That's a wrap. That's a wrap, chaps.
And we've still got this issue of the public transport strike. So I'm a little concerned that the audience won't arrive on time because of the delays they've got travelling here. So there's every possibility that we might start the programme late, which then gives me a bit of a headache in terms of getting the equipment out in time because we've got that fixed 11 PM deadline to get out. Everything's going really well at the moment. I'm really looking forward to the show.
We're not 100% sure who our audience is, but our best guess is it's clearly it's an intelligent audience that either decides on a Tuesday evening that they're going to give 2 hours of their life to challenge their preconceptions and prejudices, or have them reinforced, or generally be intellectually entertained.
Do you know which way you're voting?
And the motion is?
The private lives of public figures deserve
I'm voting for.
And that audience can be completely different when it comes to watching on their TV screen through BBC World News, or through finding a video that may turn up on YouTube or on our website.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The evening's debate is about to begin. We would like to remind patrons to please switch off all mobile phones and pages.
Good luck, everybody. Good luck.
So Zainab, what we need from the audience, if you want to go straight into the debate, is just a big round of applause from them to cover our opening title sequence.
Hello, welcome to Cadogan Hall here in central London. I'm Zainab Badawi.
Oh, Richard, I have the pre-vote ready for you.
Excellent. I'll take it up to Zainab. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The pre-vote for you, the results are numbers 4236 against 203, don't know 120. I'm taking it on to Zainab now.
Thank you, debaters, and thank you to our audience here and to all of you watching this wherever you are. From me, Zainab Badawi, from Cadogan Hall in London. Goodbye. Well, another Intelligence Squared debate over, and the interesting thing about these debates is you're never quite sure how the audience are actually going to vote. Always quite challenging. This one was a particularly difficult subject because obviously talking about people and private lives and sex lives and that kind of thing, so a bit worried about defaming or libelling somebody, so I did have to be on my mettle a bit more than usual.
So we finished recording about 30 minutes ago, the audience left, and blink and you missed it. And we've taken most of the set down, most of the lights have gone, the cameras have gone. We're on schedule for getting out on time. In the end, the public transport strike, yes, we did start a bit late, but we caught up with ourselves and we had generally a good time. This event can run for 2.5 hours sometimes in the venue, but on TV, we only have 47 minutes to make this programme. So we have to, in the editing process, accurately represent what happens as part of the vote and keep to the general spirit of the argument.
And that's really quite demanding. And what I tend to do is use the best bits, the highlights of the introductory speakers. The format's great when you're in the hall, but actually it's quite static if you're watching on television. There's someone standing at a lectern. You need to be quite imaginative. A debate really, actually, it's all about the audience and their interaction with the panel once they've heard the arguments, the tension created by the vote beforehand and the vote afterwards, how many minds have been changed. And actually, I think that doesn't always mean that whoever got the most votes won. I also think whoever switched and changed the most minds also can be declared a winner sometimes, even when they lose.